We're off to a slower, later start this morning in Nelson to begin our leg of the South Island. We have a very short day and a detour. Short day due to both accommodation issues and a spreadsheet error, which I take full responsibility for. But we are off to Tapawera, which is about 65 k's from here, and we get to follow the river path here in not so sunny this morning Nelson. Well, I think we can safely vote Nelson as having some of the best cycling infrastructure in the country. Off separated cycle lanes through the city, or well and truly painted lines which, you know, offer no protection, but at least give some indication that there are cyclists about. And then this, which is linking up Richmond with an old railway line, but it's asphalted, so pretty easy. Yeah, I'm impressed. We are totally loving the Nelson cycle trails, and we're out at passing the airport now, heading towards Richmond. It is most excellent cycling infrastructure, Nelson. Riding along the coastal pathway, pretty nice this morning. High cloud, no wind. Pretty much perfect cycling weather. We are beside the highway here, you can hear the roar of the cars, but hey, the outlook onto the sea makes up for it. And the fact that we're not riding with cars. Morning! Morning! It looks like the pensioners' outings here in Nelson are significantly more exercise-based than other communities.
And frequent.
Yeah, and frequent. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now we get into wine country. Got a few tanks sitting over there. Certainly looks as though it goes for a fair way. And oh look, an aeroplane coming into land. We continue to be blown away by the Nelson cycling infrastructure. We're now 25 odd K out of Nelson, and we've pretty much been riding on cycle path all the way. It's very excellent infrastructure. Then we get to ride past cool places like this. Boy, I bet that's got some history. The pie report today coming to you from Wakefield Bakery, and the selection of pies is huge. We might have to do a report per pie.
And a double shot.
3 pie report today. I'm definitely impressed with the size of the meat hunks in the steak and cheese. Meanwhile, Rod, pastry a little bit too thick. 7 out of 10.
I'm with Rod, having a similar pastry experience with my mince and cheese. I have, for later, a very nicely looking made, excuse my English, apple turnover, which I will say. Like
Apple turnover. Nice.
But the place I want is doing a roaring flipping trade. There is a lot of people going through here.
Roadside animal of the day report. Goat. Hey goat, how are you? Bit nervous. Don't think we're going to get to you for a pass. Nice to see you. We continue our quest along the Great Taste Trail towards the infamous Spooner Tunnel. We call it infamous, despite not knowing anything about it half an hour ago. We got stopped by a couple of boomers who said, "Oh, you're not going through the Spooner Tunnel, are you?" And we promptly replied, yes, we were, because we were following the tour of Aotearoa, despite not knowing there was a tunnel there. And they said, "It's flooded." The lady said, "Oh, it's very deep." It was up to my knees. And the chap said, "Ah, you could ride it, no problem at all." She goes, "Oh, it was only about 100 metres of water in length." He goes, more like 250 metres. So we're going to find out for ourselves very shortly how bad it is in the Spooner Tunnel. And so here we are at the beginning of Spooner's Tunnel. Begun in 1875 to create a connection from Nelson to the west coast. Active right up until 1955. It's quite long, 1.4 k's long, and the 5th longest tunnel in the world open to walkers and cyclists. Okay, we take that all back. There was definitely a significant amount of water in there. It's not quite up to Mark's knees, but he is wading and carrying his bike. And cursing and swearing. Yeah. Cold water, quite a lot. And yeah, quite a lot running out of there too. And in fungi of the day, we have something orange and spiky sitting on the side of the trail. Not sure what it is. And welcome to Tapawera, where on day 15 of riding, we've done 65 k's, 3 hours 16 riding time, so not a huge day, but very enjoyable with pretty much all off-road cycle separated trail. So it was an excellent day and everyone's happy.